It's Sundays, everybody, on your radio, and you're hanging out with Pastor Lenny and comedian Akintunde. And this hour, we're excited to bring with us a first-time guest to the Sunday show. He is the host of the Benjamin Dixon Daily Podcast Show. Also, you've seen him on MSNBC, TYT Networks, and man, your voice, I heard it probably a couple of weeks ago as I was watching some YouTube channels and just trying to stay sane in this current political environment that we're in. And man, you were talking some good talk, and I had to get in touch with you. I said, man, I got to get this guy on the Sundays radio show. So how you doing, Benjamin Dixon?
I'm doing great, Pastor Lenny. I appreciate you guys reaching out and having me on. It's an honor.
Yes, sir. Well, welcome to us, man. Yeah. Look, so, you know, Joe Biden versus Donald Trump.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
I just feel like this is a bad spot for us to be in, but you gotta recognize the score, right? We're dealing with the fascists in the White House. I refer to him as the white supremacist in chief. And while I am not a fan of Joe Biden by any measure, I do know that we absolutely have to get rid of Donald Trump.
That's interesting because, you know, one of the things that I'm noticing, especially on my timeline and as people are having conversations as we're going towards this November 3rd election, is that, you know, many in the black community, especially as it concerns black males, young black progressives, they are, you know, not necessarily all on this train with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. So, you know, does that bring us into some sense of cautiousness as it concerns November 3rd?
No, there is reason to be concerned. And I think Joe Biden's team and Kamala's team, they need to get out there and do everything they can to convince as many people as they can that they will actually be beneficial to the black community specifically, and for black men even more precisely. But so I understand where they're coming from. I do think that there's some of it is kind of a reach. Sometimes people look for reasons to be more upset than they have to be. Wow. There are valid reasons to be upset with Kamala and Joe Biden. But at the end of the day, we are talking about a fascist in the White House. And while we try to reject the idea of lesser evils, like that became all the rage back in 2016, you know, don't vote for the lesser evil, vote for the greater good. Well, right now you got to vote for the lesser evil because Donald Trump is looking to destroy this democracy.
Wow. Wow.
And what do you think in terms of the men that are standing on the sidelines and maybe questioning, debating, or not participating at all?
Yeah.
What do you think that, is there a single issue that you see that stemming from?
You know, I think it's from the truth, right? The truth is America really hasn't done much for black folks since 1964, 65 Voting Rights and Civil Rights Act. And since, you know, 1968, we really have looked like an entire generation where we've been left out by the system. But the problem is like we're dealing with a man who wants to destroy the entire system. And if they think things are bad now, things can actually get a lot worse. And so I can criticize Joe Biden and Kamala Harris better than anybody, right? I can go, I have videos, but I'm putting them aside right now because we are literally dealing with a man who would watch this entire country burn for the sake of his ego. So, you know, it's a thing about priorities, man. We got to get him out of the White House. And my thing is, as soon as he's out of the White House, I'm going to give the Democratic Party as much holy heaven. I got to remember where I am. I'm going to give them as much pain as necessary because it is time for them to do something for black folks.
Wow. All right. Well, Benjamin Dixon, you told us how you really feel. We're going to continue praising God.
What's your process for creating this awesome music?
I just think for me is life experience and my experiences with God. I wrote Better for his on a Wednesday night Bible study on the back of some message notes while he was preaching. I never knew that the song would be number one for over 20 weeks and get nominated for a Grammy and all of this stuff.
Good stuff. I mean, you know, just the fact that you stuck around for 16 years. I've been pastoring now going into my 16th year, and I've been thinking through you know, a couple of options here and there along the 16 years. So, and bless your heart. You can probably teach some folks.